Welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday video. Today we're going to look at the app called Google Keep. And you get to Google Keep just by going to any of the Google products you have and looking for the app launcher. And you should see the Google Keep icon right here. It looks like a Post-it note with a little light bulb. And if you tap on that, it's going to launch you into your Google Keep tab. Now I have been using Google Keep for quite a while, so I have a lot of Post-its in here, which basically that's what Google Keep is. It's like a little digital Post-it note that you can use to help keep yourself organized. So it's a great little tool. You see it at the top of the screen right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can just begin typing to take a note right there. So for example, if I want to start typing my note there, I can go up here and click and add a title. Okay, so I can basically just type my information right in here. Once I have all my notes written down, I can simply hit close and it's going to save that note. It's down right here, so I can come back to that. If I need to open it again, I just click on it, it opens it back up, and I can get back to that note and edit it or work on it. There are some other options down below here. When I'm constructing a note, I can set it so that it will remind me of whatever I've typed here. It will send me a reminder with a date or time or a particular one of the pre-formatted ones here. I can even have it remind me when I'm at a particular location. And this is handy with the mobile app that comes with Google Keep. And we'll talk about that in a future video. I can actually add collaborators. So by clicking here, it will open up this and I can decide who I want to invite to be a collaborator on this particular note. So I begin by typing the person or persons that I want to share the note with. Here's one of my demo students. I'm going to click on that. And so basically, if I hit save, and this person will actually have access to this same note, meaning that both of us can work on this note. We can both add things, we can edit things, we share the note together. So it's a great place for people to share information if they're trying to work on a project together. I can change the color of it if I need to. If I'm color coding my notes, I can add an image. Here I've got to add an image from my computer. We'll look at how you can use the mobile device to add images a little later. I could archive it if I simply don't need this note anymore. And then these three dots give me some other options. One of the cool features is I can add checkboxes right here. So if I click on that, it basically will take my note and allow me to make a list. And the cool thing about this is I can really use this list as if it's actually a checklist. So as I type items, it just continues to put them down the list. I can rearrange them by dragging and dropping them. But the cool thing is as I complete items, I can check them off and they will be moved down here to the completed item section. So it's a great way to help keep you organized. If you have a to-do list that you need to share with someone, it's a great way to do that. In addition to the checklists, I can add a label, and a label allows me to organize my notes a little bit better. I'll come back to labels in a second. I could add a drawing. If I click on that, it's going to open up a little drawing pane, and I could actually draw something if I needed to. This is a little handier when we talk about the mobile version, but it basically will take what I've drawn and put it in there. Then again, since I've shared this, if I were to draw something, then whoever I've shared it with could go in and look at the drawing and even add more to the drawing if they wanted to. I could also, I can delete the note from here. I can make a copy. I could delete the checked items, which means these things down here are going to go away. I could also copy all the information directly into a Google Doc. But let's look at adding a label. If I click on Add Label, what it's going to do is going to pull up all the labels that I already have created. And I could select one of these, or I could create a new label right here. So if I wanted to add this to, Tech Curriculum, I wanted that to go with that into that label area. Here it is. It's showing me that it's labeled. I can click off of this. I can hit close. And now the note appears right here in my Others section. But in the upper left-hand corner, that's where you get the main menu sliding out. And here's all the different labels that I already have. And I added that to the Tech Skills Curriculum folder or labels. If I click on that, it's going to show me anything and everything that's labeled as a Tech Skills Curriculum. And you can see right now I only have one item like that. Another one I've got that has a lot more is Websites Review, and you can see the labels right here. So this is a great way to grab a website that maybe you want to look at later, but you don't necessarily want to bookmark it because you don't want to clog up your bookmarks. If you want to add labels, you can also do it here with the main menu. Simply click on Edit Labels. You can select one, or you can create a new one right here. And so that's the basics of using the Google Keep. I'm going to also talk about using the the Save to Keep extension, which you see right here. It looks like a little grayed out post-it note with a light bulb, and the reason it's grayed out for a reason. I've got a website open right here. Let's say I'm doing some research on heart disease, and I want to come back to this website a little bit later to get some information. Well, while I'm on the website itself, I can click on the Save to Keep, and a menu is going to pull down that allows me to take a note right within without having to leave this window or this tab. And so that way I can get some information, and without having to leave this location, I can add a label to this right here if I need to. Maybe it's a website I want to review later on, so I'm going to add a label to it, and I can click off. And notice now that the icon is now yellow, which means this is Chrome will recognize, if I come back to this site, it will recognize that I have already added this website to my Google Keep. If I come back over here to Google Keep, I'm in Websites for Review, and here it is. The cool thing is, it has my note that I wrote, but it also has a direct link back to that website. So if I close that, or for some reason a couple days later I come back, I can open up Google Keep. There's my address. I click on it. It's going to reopen that website again. It's yellow so that I can easily tell that I've already got this Save to Keep. And so that's the Google Keep extension and app. It's a really handy tool. Stay tuned. I'm going to do another Tech Tip Tuesday video on using the mobile app, and I think you'll really like the integration and the connectivity that the mobile app brings you.